Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Math and we are back with another video today. Uh, Take a moment to actually like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that. And if you're a new subscriber, you can put a comment that says new subscriber, and I will do my best to mention you in the next video. So today's topic is we are looking at parallels and perpendicular lines. And without further ado, let's get to the video. So today we are looking at parallels and perpendicular. To make it as simple as possible, if you have two parallel lines in a graph, that means they have the same slope. So two lines in a graph, parallel means M1 equals to M2. Those are parallel lines. And perpendicular lines simply means that the first slope times the second slope is equal to -1. This is perpendicular line. So if you want to find out if a line is parallel to another line or perpendicular to another line, all you have to do is look at the slope and you will find out. Now, how do we calculate this? Let's actually look at what we can do. Let's say we have this equation. We have an equation y equals to -2x plus 2/3. Now, would this equation be parallel? And the way you write parallel is you write two lines next to each other. Or in perpendicular, is going to be this one. So is this line parallel or perpendicular to this equation, -2x plus 3? Well, I don't think we need to actually do any calculation. Look at the slope of both of them. The coefficient is -2 on both slopes. That means that those two lines are actually parallel. Now, let's say we have this equation. Y is equal to half x plus 3/3. And we're going to find out if this is actually parallel or perpendicular to this line, which is -half x plus 3/2. Well, what can we say? We know that for parallel, they have to be the same. So here, they're already not the same because one is positive, one is negative. So that's basically, that already tells us that they are not actually the same line. Are they perpendicular? They are not perpendicular because if you multiply the first slope, which is half, times the second slope, which is -half, you get what? -1/4. So they are not actually they are neither parallel or perpendicular. Now, how can we find out if they are parallel? We already know. Let's see when we can actually make, we can actually do an, I would say, some little arithmetic to find out if they are parallel. Let's say we have x minus 4y equals to 2. And we have that other equation, 4x plus y equals to 8. Are these two parallel, or actually, you know what? Let me actually put them side by side. So, are these two, is this equation parallel or perpendicular to 4x plus y equals 8? Well, let's see. What do we have? Let's see. We're gonna look for the. Remember, every time you have an equation like this, you need to you're looking for what the value of y or what y would equal to. So in this case, we're gonna subtract x on both sides. Oh, no, that's not how I should write it. We're going to subtract x on both sides, and here too we're gonna subtract. We're gonna get minus 4y equals to negative x plus 2. And we're going to divide by negative 4 on both sides, negative 4 on both sides, and we will get y. So when I did the, remember in one of my videos I did positive times positive equals positive, negative times positive equals to negative, and positive times negative equals to negative, and negative times negative equal to positive. Well, because this is multiplication, it also works the same way for division. So if you do positive divided by positive, you get positive. If you do negative divided by positive, you get negative. Positive divided by negative equals to negative, and negative divided by negative is equal to positive. So here we are dividing by negative 4, so y is going to be a positive y. And what we're going to do is we're going to write this part right here separately. So you can actually write separately if you have a division. So that one will be separately. So that will be negative x over negative 4 plus 2 over negative 4. So therefore that will be equal to y equals to x over 4 minus 1 over 2. And so that will be y for the first equation. Let's look at y for the second equation. So y is basically equal to, you're going to subtract 4x on both sides, right? And you get y equals to 8 minus 4x, right? So, or y equals to minus 4x plus 8. Now, what do we have here? We have the first slope, which is m1 equals to, basically that's 1 over 4 times x, or x over 4. Excuse me. And m2 is equal to negative 4x. So 1 over 4 and negative 4x, if you were to multiply the coefficient of x, because remember, perpendicular means m1 times m2 equals to negative 1. So 1 over 4 times negative 4 is equal to what? That will be equal to negative 4 over 4, which is equal to negative 1. Therefore, these two are actually perpendicular. That's how you can find out if they are perpendicular. I want to do one last example. And we're going to see, let's see. I'm going to write right here. Oh, I want to put 3.6 or 3.7 actually. 3.7, just so I can mark whenever I'm somewhere. All right, now let's do one more example. Now let's say they only give us lines, points of a line. So we have the point. So we have the point 3, 2. We have point P1, 3, 2, and point 1, 6, and P2, 1, 6. That's for the first equation. That's for the first equation. So that's equation number 1. And then for equation number 2, because we have to have two equations to compare them, we have P1. We have for equation number 2, we have P1 and -1 and 3, and P2 -2, -4. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the equation, we're going to find the equation and find out exactly what we can do with that. So what will be the equation for the first line? Remember, we have the y minus y1 equals to mx minus x1. That's for the equation of the line, but you need to find the slope. And the slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So what is y2? Y2 will be 6. So it will be 6 minus y1, which is 2, over x2, which is 1, minus x1, which is 3. So you would have 6 minus 2 is 4, 1 minus 3 is -2, and therefore the slope would be equal to negative what? -2. So that's the slope. Now, let's find the equation of the line. So it will be y minus y1. I can use any of them. I'm going to say y1 equal to 2 equals to m, the slope, minus -2, times x minus x1, which is 3. So y minus 2 equals to -2x plus 6. Subtract 2 on both sides, or add 2 on both sides, my bad. That would be y equals to -2x plus 8. That's the first equation. The second equation, now we have to find the slope. Slope will be y2, -4, minus y1, minus 3, over x2, -2, minus x1, minus 1. So that would be equal to -7 over -2, -2 plus 1 is -1. So m is equal to +7. Well, that already tells you the lines are neither perpendicular or parallel. Why? Because the slope is 7 here and the slope here is -2. So I don't even need to continue. If you want to continue, you can continue, but I don't need to continue to already know that those two lines are not perpendicular or they are not parallel. So guys, I hope you guys understand that one. This one, I'm gonna leave it exclusively on Rumble and Locals. So if you like to support the channel, you can always do that via my Cash App, which is you're gonna see on the screen, and my PayPal and Zelle, and of course subscribe to the channel, become join my community on Locals, and of course subscribe to my Rumble account as well. And you know what? That's it for today. This is Math Stats. I hope to see you guys again. Until then, Math Stats out.